Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the new season of Arbitration Studios. I'm JP Arbiter.
I'm Mrs. Arbiter.
No giant stompy robots today. We're going with something a little more...
Old school?
Old school, in more ways than one. So,
Indeed.
Mrs. Arbiter, what are we playing?
Doom.
Doom. The game that made shareware a household name and first-person shooters popular. It wasn't the first-person shooter. There was Wolfenstein 3D before that, also developed by id Software. And then there was another game that was a maze, like an Aztecian maze runner thing.
Huh.
That was done by someone else. And its name leaves me right now. But this is the game that put first-person shooters on the map. And it spawned so many clones, so many copies, so many mimics. You know,
Still does.
and it's a game that's still popular to this day with the Brutal Doom mod, which brings the mechanics of Doom into the 21st century. It's something I've always wanted to try, but until recently I haven't had a Windows computer. We're a Mac family, so that might be something to investigate. But this is definitely a piece of legit gaming history. So, and a huge hunk of my childhood. Because I grew up in a Mac household and was a Mac user like almost all my life, this was also one of the few PC games that I got to play, and I knew what all my friends were talking about. So, cat, don't be an asshole. Our cat's rolling around right now. So,
Don't be an asshole, dude.
So, Mrs. Arbiter, what's your experience with this?
Well, watching you play, actually.
So,
Yeah, kind of silly, kind of lame, but video games... I got to enjoy a little bit of Zelda when I was growing up, but until the cartridge wouldn't let me play anymore.
battery died.
Pretty much. And unfortunately, my family didn't know quite enough about games to be able to change that.
Yep.
So I kind of ran with it. Which means I get to really enjoy my games now.
Plus, hell, your family didn't end up with a computer until you were, what, in your teens?
At least.
So, we're talking beyond Windows 98 at that point.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, anyway, so...
We're talking about cordless freaking phones being a new thing. That's how old school my family was.
So then, Doom Abridged. Corporation colonized Mars's 2 moons, ostensibly for mineral speculation. What really prompted this colonizing effort, though, was alien technology was found on Mars. See,
Naturally.
this alien technology took the form of trans-dimensional portals that were supposed to revolutionize transportation. Of course, that's not the whole story.
Naturally, it's never the whole story.
They opened up a gate to hell, and
Suddenly the moon was hell.
literally, the 2 moons of hell, Phobos and 2 moons of Mars, Phobos and Deimos, were taken over by hell.
Well, that certainly changes things.
Yep.
So,
It wasn't just this company, the UAC, you know. It's always the company in science fiction, isn't it?
it's always a company. I mean, you have... and even in, like, horror games, it's always a company.
Yeah.
The question is what one. I mean, you have Inogen, you have, Weyland-Yutani.
In this case, it is the Union Aerospace Corporation.
I wonder what their logo is.
You will see it frickin' everywhere.
Good. Good.
So,
That might be fun to put on something. I love being able to do my embroidery.
Anyway. So, they open up a gate to hell. The military contingent, which also colonized it, has been completely overrun and turned into zombies, hence why most of the things that I've been shooting so far appear to be just people.
Or meat sticks.
Or meat sticks, like that. And I am, as far as I know, the sole survivor.
Alright. Well, since that's a synopsis, okay, with the weaponry, obviously being a shotgun, what mech would have the equivalent of weaponry and style, do you think, to the MC in the game?
Oh, from BattleTech, since we are hosts of Arbitration, your last word in BattleTech talk, check us out on iTunes for all of your mech action. Anyway, considering that this was, again, the heyday of first-person shooting on PC, there's no, like, there's no singular gun, if that,
I mean, what particular mech and loadout would you think of? It doesn't have to be a primitive necessarily, but I'm just trying to think of...
I don't. We have a shotgun here which screams LB-10X. This little dinky pistol, which could be anything. We have a machine gun that uses the... Oh,
strobe effects. I hate those things.
Yeah. Literally the first game to do it, made possible by C++ and both C++ programming, which was used for the code in this for the game, and also the processors, graphical processors of the day, which were brand spanking new. There was a time this game pushed graphics cards to their limit. Granted, I think at the time graphics cards were also a new thing.
Probably, but also considering how much computers have basically miniaturized since then, it's no real surprise.
I saw a meme on Facebook that showed a 1 terabyte hard drive from circa 2002, and then it was a 1 gigabyte hard drive from 2002, and then a 64 gigabyte SIM card.
Okay.
I think that pretty much explains it.
So, other than Doom and getting into BattleTech, what other games would you get into when you were a kid?
Doom, BattleTech. I was a big fan of the Mega Man series, as though our two videos on...
Aren't obvious.
Our two video series on Mega Man 2 and 3 weren't clue enough. Always had a soft spot in my heart for the classics of Mario Brothers. I was always a big console gamer. After Doom, I really got into StarCraft around... I want to say it was 1997. And then there were a couple of other games that I kind of got into, kind of didn't. Oh. Yeah, feature. No iron sights aiming, bitch. You gotta pray the bullets go down. Oh, this logo on the floor, by the way.
Yeah.
The 2 circles and the arrow, that's the UAC logo.
Yeah.
It's supposed to have UAC beneath that, but...
Well, clearly...
sometimes the symbology is enough.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Symbolism, you nitwit.
Symbolism.
Thank you. Thank you, Willem Dafoe. So,
Alright, I was just kind of curious.
And of course, like every other 12-year-old at the time, I was so into this game purely for the blood splatter extraordinary shock value.
Yeah, my initial, before getting to enjoy much of anything else, my initial time was with PC gaming was Oregon Trail. Like many a person's experience.
Oregon Trail, there is not a child who did not spend
hours and hours trying not to die of dysentery.
On the school computer, because that was literally like the only game that and Tut's typing or whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah, and then you still had to put the floppy disk in.
Yeah. And floppy disk did not mean a 3.5 inch. Sometimes it meant a 5 inch.
Yeah, that was before they were centralizing the floppy disks, but even then, they were still trying to figure out if it was going to be VHS or whatever the other one was.
Betamax.
Or Betamax.
Hey,
there were so many other
if you want to talk
wars
about
going on.
if you want to talk old school, not only was I familiar with as a kid the not only was I familiar with the 5-inch floppy disk, I actually played around with 8-inch floppy disks.
I believe it.
So, I forget what the specific context was on that, but my dad's work my dad's work computer occasionally necessitated it, and then to boot, he just had a secretary, and so his secretary had to have all of the computer capabilities that he had to have.
Mm-hmm.
And so she had an 8-inch floppy, and so whenever he would like work on weekends and I would go with him to the office, there was like 1 or 2 games that were, okay, there's a secret. I remember this because, goddammit, I had to work to make it happen before. Where was I going with this?
8.5 floppy inch? Floppy disk?
Well, no, 8-inch. So there was like 1 or 2 games, probably from like Maxis or something, that necessitated an 8-inch floppy disk that he had, so that way I had something to do while I was at work with him. So, yeah.
I can see that.
I was literally the first kid in my high school with a cell phone, and I think the only kid until my senior year when a couple others got them.
I didn't get into enjoy a cell phone until I was driving, which was 18. And even then I had to buy the thing myself.
So,
And naturally, it was one of those where the only goal for the entire phone was to call people. There was no such thing as a data package.
What was that Spy Kids reference? It does this. It literally does everything but tell time. Why not? Well, we couldn't fit in the watch.
Yeah. That was one of those funny moments. Simply because it was different. I still love seeing those.
And now we have the things like
admit,
smartwatches.
Yeah, I love the memes and the stuff they'll show about flashbacks on Facebook of, do you remember this, or do you remember this?
Yes, and I hate you for reminding me.
Or kids trying to figure out what a Walkman does, or these things. I'm just sitting there like, or what, the personal DVD player.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there
I like
giggling.
the fact that that girl from Game of Thrones was like a really big hit for like what, a dozen of those videos.
Yeah. And she's like, "What the hell is this?"
Oh no, she knew about all of it.
Oh, that's good.
She knew how to work a Nintendo and a Game Boy when none of the other millennial kids did.
Arya Wood.
That's her name?
Oh, that's the name of the character she plays.
Oh yeah, Arya Stark. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Entrance to the super secret level. Oh crap! And this is why rate of oh crap. And this is why rate of fire is sometimes more important than raw firepower, kiddies.
Yeah.
Because, sure, the shotgun packs a bigger punch, but slow to fire.
Pretty much.
So, oh,
Can't be perfect all the time.
well, you know, and then the plasma rifle comes out, or is available in the next story, because Doom was separated into 3 stories. And then that solves all of your problems. It's a shame ammo for it is so rare. There's a there was a another webcomic, speaking of webcomics and memes and videos and whatnot, where some characters playing a game and it's like, wow, look at this, it must be really awesome. And then it was like, we better save it for something important. It's the end boss. It's time. Do the thing. And he does the thing, and then the game over screen immediately flashes. Because yes, that thing was that insanely powerful. Yikes.
Oh my.
There were more than a few things like that in my gaming experience. And then, of course, as an adult who has played games like Doom over and over and over again, not only do I know that that's overcautious, but sometimes you just go, man, boop this.
That's true.
Pull out the BFG. Well, that's not ominous.
Yeah.
Pentagram made of alien stone out in the middle of nowhere with a rocket launcher and some health kits. So,
It's not horns up. That's good.
well, I think in this case, it all depends on perspective. Because if you look at the ceiling, it is horns up.
Ah. Okay, I can see that. Don't cross the line. You crossed it.
Oh, hey, cool. Stuff is teleporting in. I was worried it was going to teleport. Oh, crap, Pinkies.
No pinkie pies?
Nope, not Pinkie Pie, just
Shoot
Pinky.
with cupcakes.
Someone give me a cupcake gun. I wonder if My Little Pony is like Rule 34B these days of the internet. Not necessarily My Little Pony porn, although that certainly exists.
Yeah.
And I am forever broken for seeing it. But I wonder if there's an addendum now that says if it exists, on the internet, there's a pony version of it.
It wouldn't surprise me, because they seem to be monopolizing in anything and everything My Little Pony. Except they seem to prefer Rose as the companion for the Doctor. Granted.
Well, because Rose was the best companion for the Doctor. even
actually
barring that Sally what's-her-name. That's right, I said it. I think the fourth Doctor was incredibly overrated. Plus, let's not forget that Tom what's-his-name basically, like, straight up abandoned his family before taking up that role and, like, didn't pay child support, etc., etc., etc.
Well, that's great.
Yeah. Tom Baker, that was his name. I wanted to say Tom Brady for some reason, probably because the Patriots got stomped. They are not.
I was thinking Brady Bunch when you said that, but
Yep, New England Patriots are not going to the Super Bowl, and I am happy for it.
that is a thing.
That is a thing. At least I hope that's right. I don't watch sports ball normally, so, you know.
Sports ball?
Sports ball. So I don't, but I think.
Well, that's true.
But yeah, sports ball. That's the thing. The object of sports ball is to take the puck and get a touch pass.
You're supposed to catch the puck, dude.
But yeah, but you score with the puck
You catch the puck and you run the bases, and then you eventually have a touchdown in the...
No, not a touchdown, a touch pass.
A touch pass.
Yes.
Oh. So many people would make fun of us for that, but you know what?
Well, you know, we're just...
I'm not a huge sports person myself.
Well, we're keeping up with the stereotype.
True. Granted, the sports of professional video game players, however, is a very interesting thing.
You know, the only reason why I think Video Games Live doing Doom would be pretty awful is...
There isn't much to do.
Well, no, listen. Listen to music. Jam down. But the problem is that it is overly repetitive. Oh, crap! Invisible bastard!
Quick, kill the shield!
Invisible asshole! Alright, there we go. I see rockets, and I see a chainsaw. I want them both. Ring ding 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 ding. Ring ding 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 ding. Not the chainsaw. Yes, the chainsaw. Ring ding 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 ding. Now, I know what you're thinking. What the hell is a chainsaw doing on Mars?
What isn't it doing on Mars?
Yeah.
That's a better question.
Yeah, don't ask stupid questions. Literally, the designers at id did not think of that when they introduced the chainsaw into the game.
They just thought, hey, cool weapon.
Hey, how about for a melee option we include a chainsaw? Why? Because it's hardcore! Yeah, I want to see a My Little Pony Doom, and I want it to have a cupcake gun.
That'd be awesome.
It'd
be awesome just to see this cupcake gun made in. Oh, you should seriously make a cupcake gun.
And the demons are roided out Pinkie Pies.
Yep. No. The demons would not be roided out Pinkie Pies. You know what they'd be?
What?
They would be roided out Fluttershy's.
Oh, like in that one episode,
yes.
The superhero episode.
Yes.
We have children, don't judge us. I have a Gatling gun and you don't, motherfuckers. What you gotta do? You ain't gonna do squat.
You're gonna go meep and run away. And try.
That's right, 2 for the price of 1. Haha.
I don't think it works quite that way. Just gonna say.
Don't tell me what does and does not work out that way.
Why not? I just did.
Yeah, you know what? Fine. That's how you're gonna be. Then you're gonna face the chainsaw!
Chainsaw Doom?
I have not seen enough Doom weapon in millennia. Okay.
Meep.
Shit. That fucked up.
Running away.
And I don't think I can lower that bridge again.
Damn.
No kidding. There was stuff up there.
That sucks.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Almost got
a... Fireballs to the face.
Yeah. I almost got a face full of fireball there. Alright, back to basics. I will kill as many people as I have to as long as you are one of them. Haha! See, I need to be in a room full of those pink assholes, so that way I can pull out the chainsaw. Haha! I'm too fast for your fireballs. Too fast for your fireballs. So fast, yeah. No, that did not work. Shame on me.
Shame on you. May your cupcakes be carrot.
You hate me, don't you?
No.
Okay, am I trapped?
Are you?
Am I?
Glitch? I don't know.
There we go.
Okay.
There was a section of the floor.
Ah, you had to figure out where the trigger was.
Yep.
Got it.
Haha!
It's annoying when they have hidden trigger.
Well, and there's some doors in this that are coded to respond to being shot. That's why you saw me shooting around randomly.
Oh.
Well, not randomly. I was shooting at the doors, but...
Yeah.
Oh, this is the post-censorship computer array.
Post-censorship?
Okay. See on the map how it looks kind of weird?
Oh.
Like, it was supposed to look like something else, maybe?
Oh, got it.
Yeah. The story behind it was, in the PC versions, that was a no-shit swastika.
I was wondering about it.
And then parent groups and the Anti-Defamation League and...
A lot of people didn't like it.
A lot of people got their panties in a bunch over it. And so... You know, and so for the console release of Doom, both Super Nintendo and the Sega CD, it got changed to that gobbledygook. And I am hurting bad.
With no armor to speak of. At that.
Yep. Armor works interesting because it doesn't... Armor has its own health value, for one, but it doesn't take the damage first. Instead, the presence of armor mitigates, I think, 20% of the damage value of whatever hits you. And there are some things, like being bitten by a pinky, that,
Excuse me.
that armor is ineffective against.
Ah.
Because, well, have you seen those things? They're basically living trash compactors.
Oh, yeah. They nom armor.
Hey, nom anything.
They're goats.
They're goats?
Goats will eat tin cans.
Urban legend.
Ah, well, still. They're goats. Pinkies are officially goats.
Yep. They're,
That is all.
They were just called demons, but because they were these, you know, carnation pink things, fans took to calling them pinkies. And now Pinky is like a semi-official nickname.
Well, of course. Because things stick.
Yep.
Speaking of pinkies. Cupcake?
Cupcake cannon.
What would that be?
Roll out the party cannon.
What would that be? Would that be a rocket launcher?
Ooh. Well, yeah.
A pink rocket launcher.
Actually, I'm of the opinion that the cupcake cannon, or that all of the guns should shoot out cupcakes.
Not only should they shoot out cupcakes, they should create cupcakes and turn anything into a cupcake.
Ooh. No, they should. The bad guys should only turn into cupcakes if you score one of those splatter kills. So, anywho, we are about halfway through the first episode of Doom. So, tune in next time, and we will finish knee deep in the dead.